Hey, anybody out there watching this video or channel? So today I didn't report to work. I called out like the last minute, but I am going to put my 2 weeks in this job. I was offered another job that pays pretty good, and I'll just see where that takes me. I was really surprised to find out that my classes that I enrolled in, and they allow you to enroll in 2 semesters. So my semester 1 is going to be from August to October, and the semester 2 is going to be from October to December. In total, I'm only spending $600. Well, a little over $600. That's not bad. Um, Put my feet up a little bit. Yeah, it's not that much. I was anticipating on spending like like $3,000 the most because I'm out of state. But I did make the right choice coming down here for classes, and I am starting over from the very beginning. I'm taking all the beginner reading classes, beginner writing classes. Instead of taking, I don't have to take like arithmetic and pre-algebra. I'm supposed to be starting at elementary algebra, but based on my transcript. But since I care about my career, I want to be really good at math. I want to make repetition out of what I learned. So I'm taking everything from the very beginning steps, and it's really not that much money. But other than that, I called out from work today. I really wasn't feeling it's going to work at all. It's just so much going on with me. I was offered another job, and I'm working that on the 5th. But it pays a lot. It pays more than my last job that I worked before I came to Wisconsin, because the pay difference here is not the same. But there's just so much going on. It's a big thing with they overturned the Roe v. Wade decision. It was almost 50 years ago, 1973. If you watch my channel, you understand I don't support abortion if it's not about reducing crime. I don't think women should just have an abortion because they don't want to be parents. And adoption is not a good idea, because I was watching the channel yesterday, which is strange. I don't know why, but I watched this channel where this guy, he interviews a lot of people that are homeless on Skid Row in Los Angeles, and everybody there talked about how their upbringing was so fucked up. There was a runaway girl who was like 16. She talked about her experience in foster care and how she was sexually abused. It's all these stories of like how foster care is like the horrors of foster care and being adopted. Not every child that is adopted is going to be in a good home. What I think people should start doing, if you have a child, take responsibility for it. Stop giving it up to adoption. Stop killing your kids. But I don't think that everybody, like I said, I support it if it can reduce crime. I don't think single mothers who have children by men who are not going to be present in that child's life, I don't think they should be having kids. I think we should figure out a way where they just stop producing, because it is contributing to crime. But that was a big thing everywhere today. Like I said, everybody has their own reasons for their support or their they're non-supportive of abortion. I used to look at it as like no one decides who lives or dies but God. But what do people who support who or against abortion advocate? The death penalty. So that takes away life. Anyway, just so much going on. I was just thinking, why did I come to Wisconsin? I never told this on my channel why I came here in the first place. But I want to be I want to document this because I don't know how am I going to be in 10 years from now. But let me just say this. Since about the age of 12 years old, I've been suffering. I've been suffering a lot since I was about 12. When I was 12 years old, I was cuz I was thinking about this all day. When I watched those videos of those people on the streets, a lot of them were really in bad situations. You know, they were on drugs. I'm not on drugs or anything. And I'm not like in the like I'm not like want to like sell myself or anything like that. I would never do something like that. But when I was 12 years old, man, I was supposed to either go to the barbershop or I was on my way home. I knew I was going to the barbershop because the way I was walking in this bad little narrow street. Because I didn't grow up in the inner city. My dad didn't know the definition of inner city. I mean, he does, but he would classify inner city as just he'll have that meaning, and he's right too. People classify inner city as just the urban city. Like anytime you hear inner city, you think of just black people, poor black people struggling. That is a good definition, but inner city is defined as an area where there are low social and economic, like there's a lot of problems going on, like social issues, economic issues, money problems, lack of jobs. We didn't grow up in inner city because he said that over the phone to me. And I was like, Dad, I didn't grow up in inner city because you made enough money where we didn't live in the inner city. We lived in a urban area, but it was not an inner city. We didn't live in a ghetto. We weren't on welfare. We didn't live in Section 8. So that's the inner city. But I did go to school in the inner city. And it was in North Philadelphia, right? I was walking. I remember these two guys, they were like high school, maybe a little older. They asking me a question. Forgot what it was. Trying to be cool. And the next thing I know, they walked up behind me and they tried to scare me. And they like pushed me to the ground. And I was really scared. They I'm laughing because I remember this guy in my class, he saw the whole thing and he started laughing. But he took my phone and I had like a token and they gave everything back. They were just trying to just scare me. But every day, man, people will say like I got jumped, I got mugged. Looking back, it wasn't that serious, but it really took a toll on me. It really took a toll on just my health because I didn't have nobody drive me home or walk me home. I had what happened to me, and every day I had to deal with the horror with what happened. Someone putting their hands on me. I wasn't harmed, but I always dwelled on what happened that day. I went back to school the next day. People were like, some people were concerned. Some people laughed at me, but I always would just think about like what happened. I was so scared to walk to the train. I remember this police officer. He just looked at me and asked, "Was it okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I just every day, man, I walked to the train. In spite of what happened to me, I had to walk to the train every day, and it was just horrible. I didn't have, like I said, didn't have nobody to really like protect me. So